What are you carrying that someone else could carry better than you? I don't mean the work that you dread. That one is easy to spot and let go of. I mean the work you've gotten good enough at that you stopped asking whether it belongs to you in the first place. You do it because you've always done it and you do it well. You do it because it's faster than explaining it. You do it because when you started, there was no one else. And somewhere along the way, that stopped being true and nobody told you and you didn't notice. 2 years ago this month, I launched Abundant Empowerment. And in the beginning, I did everything as founders do. I did all of the sales calls, all of the follow-up. I did the scoping. I did the scheduling. I did the designing. I did all of the administrative tasks, the invoicing, the reminders about the invoicing, the reminders about the reminders. This is how it works when you are just launching a business. This is how it works when you begin. You are the whole company, so you carry all of it. And in my case, 1 year in, I brought Nicole in to lead operations, and that was a game changer for our business. So I want to break it down because I've been reflecting so much on the impact of that. And I want to be honest about that decision because we could have talked ourselves out of it because we were managing, things were getting done. Nothing was on fire. If you had asked me, that week whether I absolutely had to have an operations person, I probably would have said I was really close, but not yet. Maybe next quarter, maybe when we get a couple more contracts. But we brought her in anyways. So last week, so fast forward now, she's been with us a year. Last week, we had a couple of sales calls that Nicole was on. She was on both of those. And now she is building the statement of works. She is setting up all of the logistics. She is aligning us on next steps. Probably before I even closed my laptop from the meeting, she was starting to think about all of those things, while the calls were happening. And also while the calls were happening and we were engaging and building relationships, I got to do the thing that I am built to do. Be fully present and connect with the person in front of me without worrying about what comes next. Listening to what they were really asking for underneath the request. Asking the next question to go a little deeper. Staying curious about their people and their culture and what they want their leaders to be able to do a year from now. Because of Nicole, I was not half listening while mentally drafting a scope document. I was completely engaged because Nicole was there doing what Nicole does best, keeping track of everything we need so that we can best serve our clients and the people we are meeting with. My instinct has been at times to wait until it's really, really painful. Hire when I'm overwhelmed and underwater. Bring someone in once the mess is completely undeniable. And I understand that instinct, especially when every dollar is an important decision. And I very much believe that waiting to bring in that person costs you twice as much. It costs you once because you end up hiring in a scramble, and a scramble is a terrible place from which to make a hiring decision because you're not choosing a partner at that point. You're just grabbing like a life raft. You'll take whoever is available instead of whoever is right. And it costs you a second time because of what you end up handing over. When you hire in a panic, you hand someone a panic. You hand them a pile of stuff. But when you hire early, you hand someone a canvas. Nicole didn't inherit chaos and spend her first 6 months digging out. She got to build and co-create it with us. She got to design how we do things early in our business in a season calm enough for her to think clearly about it. That is why the system is working so well now, because she made it. And she has taken so much off of my plate, and that part is real. And that's not the actual win. The actual win is that Nicole is in the best possible position to do what she is doing because of who she is. Operations is not the overflow bin for whatever the founder doesn't want. Operations is a discipline, and it takes a specific kind of mind to hold logistics and details and timelines and make them feel effortless, which is what she does. That is her gift. Yeah, watching her run point on these couple of engagements in a single afternoon while balancing so many other operational aspects of our business. I wasn't thinking, thank goodness that's off my list. I was thinking, Nicole is so good at this. When you position people where they are strongest, the whole thing gets better, not just lighter, better. So here is a leadership reflection for today. Name one thing that you are carrying that someone else could carry better, not just differently, but better. Sit with that word because it matters. And then ask yourself what it would take to hand it over in the next 90 days. You started this because there is something only you can do. Protect that. Build around it. Let other people be great at what they are great at. And let yourself be great at what you are great at. That's not stepping back. That is stepping into your actual role. What a great way to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.